Well guys, we might have made a dumb financial decision, but a sure as hell fun one. Right here, Bob's Cycle in Ohio. Got ourselves a new rig, new RZR XP S. It's just a sport, so it doesn't have all the fancy features, but it sure is beefy. Comes stock with 32s, 5-lug or hubs, 1000 NA motor, 2.5-inch shocks, long travel. It's basically a Turbo S without the turbo. Pretty freaking sweet. So I'm able to successfully fit it in the garage. Obviously it has a little bit of poke out here, but the truck should fit no problem. It doesn't look that big on video, but this car is pretty good size, especially once you compare it to the little wheels on the turbo machine. Pretty freaking sweet though. Should be a good ripper this summer. Well, that was me picking up the machine. This is probably almost a week later after Dirt Fest actually, which that video is coming soon, but I just want to kind of give a little more in-depth background on this machine. It is a 2026 RZR XP S with the Walkaround shocks. Similar size shocks to the X3. Doesn't have a winch yet, but it has this little pull bar thing, which I actually have the winch off my old machine, which that will need to be cleaned up and installed on there. Basically I got this because this machine is now officially the race car. So as you can see, I'm doing a lot of mods for it. There's going to be a bit of other stuff that's going to be going down on it. Obviously the rear radiator, which I'll be filming all of that in case anyone's curious how that's going to go. But this is the new trail car. And it has actually more clearance than the X3. I think it's 16 inches of ground clearance. It sits pretty wide. I'll have to get a video of it once it's outside, but it's a basic sport model. I had heard that the Ultimates with the Rockford Fosgate stuff had some issues with the amplifiers, the amps, and causing issues with the sound system. Yeah, it's pretty beefy. Honestly, it looks bigger in person because it's 72 inches wide, so that's the main difference between the regular XP and this. 72 inches wide. The suspension is beefier. It's kind of like a Turbo S inspired suspension, and it has a super low gear, like a crawler gear basically. So it should be pretty good at rock crawling and some of the more technical stuff. And honestly, I don't want to say I don't need a turbo, but for a lot of the riding I do, I appreciate the simplicity of a naturally aspirated motor. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Hopefully I can do a little clip of it later on, but yeah, I think our first trip with it is going to be up to Leota, Michigan, kind of where we usually do some of our spring trips. That's usually where I take a ride for the first time, because it's a nice trip from Leota up to St. Helen and back. We can do like a nice 100-mile or so loop. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. One thing I'm really excited about is this rear cargo bed, because it is a lot bigger than the X3 cargo bed ever was, and even the Maverick Trail one. So for some of our overlanding trips, especially when we go up to the UP and whatnot. It'll be nice to have a lot more storage. I'm probably going to get that rough country storage box that kind of fits in this area. You can strap some things to it. Later on, I kind of want to get the whole Expedition rack, so it's I can keep a lot of spare parts and other things on it. But yeah, it's pretty beefy. And I got mirrors for it already, rear view mirror and side mirrors. So let's get those installed. Got the mirrors on, just these basic Kemimoto side mirrors and rear view mirror. I had to put them upside down because it would look funky if they're the other way up, but I think they look just fine as it is.